Peace, everybody. Confessions. Peace, everybody. Confessions. Peace, everybody. Confessions. You are listening to Confessions with Brian T. Bethea on 102 Jams. What's the deal, family? Welcome back to another episode of Confessions with Brian T. Bethea on WJHM102jams.com. Listen, we are back with another super dope guest in the building. We got Orlando's own, well, technically he's Brooklyn's own. You know, Brooklyn always in the building, know what I mean? We got Mr. McKinnon in the building. He dropped the newest hot single that y'all should go check on right now called An Ode to Black Woman. We're going to talk to him about that and some other things in his background and everything. So we'll be right back with WJHM102jams.com. We'll be back in a few minutes, y'all. Peace.
Hey guys, this is TC1, and when I stay in Orlando, I like to stay at the Quality Suites over on International Drive. They are amazing properties, simple rooms in an all-suite hotel with outdoor pool, a restaurant, plus free Wi-Fi and a shuttle. Guys, give them a call at 407-363-0332. They're located at 7400 Canada Ave, Orlando, Florida, 32819.
All you dolls out there, this is me, Sizzle. 2019 flew by and my friend still did not have the body she wanted. Then I discovered a solution. The Cosmetic Surgery Place. Yes, cosmetic surgery. Don't spend another minute miserable. Call 407-636-5000. She did. Now my friend is all of that and then some.
Be one of the next 7 callers to receive your breast surgery. Free with a tummy tuck. Yes, free. Call now at 407-636-5000.
This is Aretha Simons. When I'm driving, I'm listening to Confessions with Brian T. Bethea on 102 Jams.
Are you frustrated with your computer? Tired of waiting for the computer to let you get your work done? Having an IT professional available when you need him can be invaluable to your business. With a Your Computer Solutions monthly service plan, you can enjoy error-free computing and get your tasks done when you want them done. Got a virus or malware warning? Call YCS and let them remotely solve the issue for you. Computer running slow? Give YCS a call and they will remotely fix it. When? Well, right away. On average, our clients are back up and running within 10 minutes of their call. If you want your computer to run smoothly month after month, just get the Your Computer Solutions monthly service plan. Your Computer Solutions is there when you need them. Call us today at 407-826-0810. I repeat, 407-826-0810. Emergency repair when you need it. Call us, 407-826-0810.
All right, and we are back, family, with Confessions with Brian T. Bethea on WJHM102jams.com. Listen, like I said, we got a special guest in the building. We got Brooklyn/Orlando's own Mr. McKinnon in the building. You know, out here promoting his new single, An Ode to Black Woman. He got a project coming up. He definitely want to definitely make sure and find out what he's getting into. How are you, good sir?
I am absolutely fantastic. Thank you so much for having me, man. It feels real good. It feels real good to be on here, man. Thank you so much.
All right. Absolutely, man. Again, we just want to thank you for coming on, and we know we got a lot to talk into right now.
Yeah.
So right now, we know that you've been on the scene for what have you for quite a while. So, you know, let's talk about like your history in hip-hop and when you started. Like, when did you really start rhyming and knew that you had a gift for rhyming and whatnot?
Man, so I started rhyming when I was in high school, when I was on the back of the bus. It was these two cats. They were Hispanic and they were flowing and they were just going in, man. And I always had a love for hip hop, but I never thought to actually rhyme myself until I experienced what that felt like, and then also just my own experiences of wanting to be wanted to be heard, like feeling like I know I can't be the only person that feels like how I feel. And so I started writing in order to, you know, kind of go towards that audience of, like, you know, I want to help make your situation better through my music, because I know what it feels like to be trapped in your world and feel alone. And, you know what I'm saying? And so don't know that there's somebody else that relates to you that can express that pain or that struggle in a way that you can't. So I'll be that. I'll be that guy. So that's the shorter version of how that started.
All right. Now let me ask you this. Now I never really asked anybody this before. Really. Now given that with that situation or what have you.
Yeah.
Like, what would you really say would be like the official way? Like, what would you really say? Like, when was the first time you really fell in love with hip hop?
Absolutely. The moment I saw the Changes video from Tupac when I was still living in New York, and when all the images came together and it showed his face. And it was just something about that moment for me, because he was my favorite at the time, and I just felt something just powerful in that moment. And that's when it was like, I loved it. I was always around it. It was around hip hop and reggae, but like for hip hop, it was him. Like he was the catalyst for like, I love this thing, and this is what I want to. This is a part of me now. Yeah, man. Shout out to Pac, man.
Absolutely, man. Definitely, he's in my top 5. Absolutely, definitely one of my favorites of all time.
Yeah,
and and I like I'm going to have a lot more conversations with that, because I love. Ever since I seen the movie Brown Sugar, it made me realize, like, yo, when was the first time I fell in love with hip hop? I mean, me being a little older, than a lot of people that that I know nowadays. Yeah, usually, I understand, being the generation I come from. My first time I really fell in love with hip hop, for me, was Run DMC.
Got it.
You know what I'm saying? And I realized, like, I'm showing my age right now also, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time,
everybody got a birthday, man.
Absolutely. Absolutely. But at the same time, I realized that, even with the younger generation, they may not, a lot of them may not know who Run DMC is, and some of them may, you know what I'm saying? And it's one thing I do say is that I know that you love hip hop. You live and breathe it and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? So, how would you say that you came up with like your style of rhyming?
It's a great question. So of course, Pac was a heavy influence. The very first thing that I wrote to was a Pac song, and he was heavily influenced just of his subject matter, the things that he talked about with blacks being locked up, and I remember having, right before I wrote my first thing, I had just had my own situation. Like, it's funny, I was skipping school, and but whatever, I was skipping school. Point is, we all got jammed up. I'm in the mall. Everybody, the people that I'm around, they get pretty much like a slap on the wrist. Meanwhile, I get actual, I go from like the zip ties that you tie action figures with to actual handcuffs, and it's like, oh, the officer's gonna charge you for resisting arrest without violence. And for me, I'm like, what? So I go from being with my teen peers to real handcuffs in the back of a squad car, and then I see when I go there, like, everybody's black. Like, everybody. And then I was like, all the Pac rhymes like hit me. I'm like, I understand what he's saying. Like, I was listening before, I was always out of trouble. I wasn't just a kid that skipped school. It was like a day, I promise you. And it just happened to be that day, but that happened for a reason. So with that, my rhyme scheme, a lot of it came from him just embodying, listening to his music, and of course Jay-Z, because that he's the greatest. He's the greatest living. And
I do hear you talk a lot about Jay.
Yeah, man. A lot of New York influence, man, and just so my style just came from them, and just just the flow, and then just being authentic to yourself. And then as I got older, Wayne, he definitely was a huge influencer, and just how to rhyme, or just like, instead of rhyming one word with one, it's one word with one, like 3 individual words with a 3-syllable word, and things like that. And it just, how he just played with things, it just it expanded my vocabulary and just my repertoire and what I could do with it. And so heavy influence hit Kanye and Eminem. Like, those are the 5 major influences that I've had. And those guys are just, I can never take that back, man. It's regardless of what all those people do now, and how I feel about them, what they do personally or whatever for the art, it's definitely helped shape me into the artist that I am, and I'm grateful.
Now you just mentioned something along with that, and I know I've been through almost a similar situation. Like, when you so with the situation with the police and whatnot, What was really going through your mind at that point in time when they put, especially like the twist ties, which which back in the day they usually used to put those on like garbage bags and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So what's going through your mind at this time when they're putting those things on you and then the handcuffs?
So I'm sitting down in the mall and I'm just like, first of all, this is why they charge me for resisting arrest without violence. So this matters. So I lied about my age. I was 15, but I said that I was 16. I always lied about my age back then because there was always like, it's kids. You in high school or whatever. Right. It's like kids always make you feel like smaller or whatever. So I always had to like just to lie to feel equal. Right. Pretty much. I know. I hear you. You know. So when they do the twist tie joint, I'm just like, okay, you know, we're all going to this place. I don't know. This is bad, but whatever. And I'm like, they put these things on action figures. Like you have a hard time cutting it when you like Christmas. So I'm thinking like, you know, like this is weird, and it also feels like this feels wrong. It's just like it shouldn't. I don't know. It feels wrong. Right. But then we go down to the Jack Center, and then the officer pulls me aside and was like, hey, we're gonna. You know, the officer, he's gonna, he or she, I don't even remember at this point, is gonna charge you for resisting arrest without violence because you said that you had a different name or whatever. It was like different lies that I did not tell. When the thing that I actually did say, I just said that I was 15. I said I was 16, not 15. Right. That was the lie, but she couldn't even communicate with me what the lie was and said that this is why, and then put real handcuffs on me while my white friend and his like they stay in like the kid zone with the Simpsons, like writing 100 times I will not do this. Like they get to stay there. And they stay in detention. Yeah, they stay there, and I go wow, and I go there. So there's that, and I just again, like I said, all the Pac rhymes, it just flooded my brain, and I was just like, man, this is what we're talking about. I'm like, man, it's like that for us, like everywhere, and I just, you know, again, these are the things that helped to shape me, and regardless of it reminded me, no matter how I treat people or how I conduct myself. There's going to be different treatment, and sometimes you like to think that if you act a certain way, if you do a certain thing, these things will never happen to you. But the reality is, you know, it's just it's a reality shock. There's a better word for that, but you know, I understood it, and I just took the pen to the pad, and I wrote about how I felt, and then never looked back from there.
I hear you. Trust me, I hear you. I've had my own situations with them, and for those of y'all listening right now. And I've seen this all on social media. Mm-hmm. You know, it's like, well, why don't y'all just act right, or not even just act right? Why don't y'all just stay calm and whatnot, and everything will be all right? And it's like, no, it's not always like that. Right. We can walk out our door and just cross the street or what have you, and you know, we're all of a sudden we're in handcuffs, we're being questioned or what have you. And the same thing happened to me driving through Harlem, and I had just dropped off a friend of mine, my man Earl, and I was driving with another poet by the name of Street Prophet 13. Next thing I know, man, I'm driving and I see the boys in blue, lights on and everything. I'm like, what in the world did we do, man? You know what I mean? Like, I didn't do nothing. They came up to the car. They had like 3 on one side, like 2 on one side, and another 2 on the other side, and trying to open up the door and what have you. And I'm like, they're like, yo, do you have any? What they asked me? Do you have any? Do you have any drugs? Do you have any weapons on you or what have you? And I'm like, no. I'm calmly asking the questions or what have you, and no. And I'm sitting there thinking to myself, like, if I did, do you really think I'd tell you? But, right. You know, I'm not going to incriminate myself, but. Right. Of course, I did not. For the record, I did not. But yeah, at the end of the day, to make a long story short, the cop pulled me over for having a busted taillight lens. Got it. You know what I'm saying? And and trust me, I have no criminal record and whatnot. So this is crazy, man. This is, like you said, this is the stuff that we talk about and whatnot. Yeah. You know,
I didn't think that I would be telling this story like one of the first questions that I'll be getting. Oh yeah,
well, you know, we gotta ask these questions now. You know what I mean?
Hey man, but it's real life. You know, I just don't want to be a cliche or like a, you know. but a lot of people don't know that about me actually. Right. So I mean, this is good. This is good.
And I say that because For those of y'all listening right now, for those of y'all might be watching on my, or eventually watch on the Facebook video and whatnot, listen, Mr. McKinnon here is one of the nicest dudes you will ever meet, you know, and the least aggressive people you will ever meet. So the fact, I don't think I've ever seen you ever upset, nonetheless mad, really, you know what I'm saying? Maybe
takes a lot.
Yeah, maybe a little sarcastic, but you know, that's just us, you know what I'm saying?
Man.
But I ain't never seen you angry. So the fact that you got, you know, singled out by them is like kind of ridiculous. But like you said, we're artists. We know how to flip this to, you know, for a positive or what have you, because we know it's unfortunate, but it's the times that we live in that, you know, one of us is probably going to go through this again. And, you know, like you said, you know, we have to be able to make the music, you know, in order to help our people get through and realize, oh, you know, he or she got through it, you know, I can get through this too. You know what I'm saying?
Man. I think artists have a special thing in them that I almost feel like we go through things to help people go through things. We have to experience it and tell it in our way, you know what I mean, to help you get through your day, because you may not know how to articulate yourself in that way, and then we just happen to have that gift. We all human, you know what I mean, but I feel like we're allowed to experience things so that we can transform it into something that's healing. Right. You know what I mean? So yeah.
Let me ask you something in regards to that then. Do you feel like, actually, you know what? I'll ask you this after we come back from the commercial break. Okay. We're about to go to commercial right now. So, fam, download the WJHM102jams.com app on your Android device, or listen on your website, WJHM102jams.com. Listen, we're going to go to commercial break right now. Got to pay some bills, but stay tuned. You listen to Confessions with Brian T. Bethea on WJHM102jams.com. That means don't touch that dial, or whatever you're listening to right now, don't touch it. We'll be right back after these commercials, and we'll be right back. Like I said, don't touch that dial. All right, y'all. We'll be right back. Peace.
Over 40 years, Lighthouse Central Florida has provided education, independent life skills, and job training to thousands of Central Floridians who live with blindness or any degree of vision loss. Whether it's picking out clothes in the morning or just moving around your community and serving Orange, Seminole, and Osceola counties, contact Lighthouse Central Florida at 407-898-2483 or visit them online at lighthousecfl.org.
Peace, family. Again, this is Brian with Confessions with Brian T. Bethea. Don't want y'all to forget, also, I host a weekly open mic called Writer's Block. Who's next? Every Saturday, 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. Every Saturday at TNT Cafe. That's TEAAND TEA Cafe. Address 127 West Fairbanks Avenue in Winter Park. So again, Writer's Block at TNT Cafe, 127 West Fairbanks Avenue in Winter Park. Peace, y'all.
The Tiberia Show would like to thank one of their dedicated sponsors, Custom Designs Orlando. These guys are on Mills Avenue and do all sorts of stuff, ranging from photo ID badges, engraved signs, custom braille ADA signs, vinyl lettering to trophies and awards. The cool part about Custom Designs is they can ship products all over the United States. You can reach them at 407-898-0373 and tell them that
Tiberius
sent you.
Stop. Put that hammer down. If you are frustrated with your computer, we have a better way. Call Your Computer Solutions at 407-826-0810 and let one of our staff handle it for you. Again, our number is 407-826-0810, and we can work remotely or on-site to solve your computer issues. Use your computer hammer-free with Your Computer Solutions at 407-826-0810.
See David Smith Law.com.
You can call him at 407-801-2667.
Wait, you are not Chuck.
My dad can help when people get hurt. He loves to help people.
If you are ever injured at work or in a car accident, you should call my friend Chuck.
You can call him at 407-801-2667.
That website again is cwsmithlaw.com.
Offices, Orlando.
Does it actually have that much W's?
Aw, Dad. Dad, my computer's slow again and I can't play my games.
Call your Computer Solutions today and we will scan for viruses and clean that computer up remotely and make it fast again. Our phone number is 407-826-0810.
Thanks, Dad. My computer's fast again. Now I can do my homework. Thanks for calling your Computer Solutions at 407-826-0810.
All right, family, and we are back. Listen, before we continue where we left off prior to the break, listen, we just want to let y'all know that this brother right here, Mr. McKinnon, has one of the dopest singles out right now, and we know our sisters, our black women, our queens right now are being just dragged, man, and they've been getting dragged for quite a while. So it's nice to see that a brother stepped up to really make a song about the sisters right now. So, and they need all the upliftment and everything because they've been having our backs for quite a while. And it's about time that more of us, such as yourself, has been, puts them on the pedestal that they deserve to be on. You know what I'm saying? And just let them know that they're beautiful. We love them just the way that, we love them the way they are. So, without further ado, in just a few seconds, what we're going to do is play his song, An Ode to Black Women, y'all, Mr. McKinnon.
This song is dedicated to every black woman that's been mistreated or mishandled by the men in our own community and across the world for that matter. I promise you that there are plenty of us that want to and will do right by you. But for those that's having a problem with doing that, let me talk to them. This is my ode to black women who've given everything to this world, but in return was made to be a victim. But first I'd like to apologize for not being wise about the issues that plague you when it comes to us guys. For years, the Bible's been used for evil and misconstrued to make you believe you'd have to submit to some fool. To the Angela Rise and Maya Angelou, created to help and be honored but to not be subdued. For those who need the bigger picture, let me quote you the words so you observe the meaning behind the scripture. Clearly it states submit to one another out of reverence for Christ. That's fundamentals, but most of us, we ain't getting that right. How can you follow one that has no sense of leadership, and when you start to hold them accountable, they plead the fifth? If you don't follow Christ, please don't follow him, cause instead of worshiping God, you're gonna end up worshiping him. My ode to black women. This is my ode to black women. This is my ode to black women who've given everything to this world, but in return was made to be a victim. My ode to black women. This is my ode to black women. This is my ode to black women who've given everything to this world, but the return was made to be a victim. Black men, here we go again. I promise I come in love, but y'all gon' make me repent. Yes, I'm talking to you, not all, but some of my brothers who's quick to raise their hands at someone that's like their mother. You would think this type of man was raised in the gutter, cause he would rather beat her than provide her with cover. She don't entertain your advances because her garden's her own and you ain't blanched. You just wanna take her fruit cause it's appealing to you, but her lack of willingness is just revealing the truth. Bro, you ain't worthy, but you can't be, so don't hurt me. First you gotta heal and get back to your creator so you can be your best self and function at levels greater. See the value in you, then see the value in her, so we can get back to us and break the cycles and the curse. My ode to black women. This is my ode to black women. This is my ode to black women who've given everything to this world, but in return was made to be a victim. My ode to black women. This is my ode to black women. This is my ode to black women who've given everything to this world, but in return was made to, she's not pretty for being dark-skinned, damn it, she's just pretty. No, she's not an Oreo, but she's sweet in the midi. Just cause she speaks with etiquette isn't a predicate that she wants to be white, she's educated and heaven sent. No dummy, she ain't gotta be mixed on me, that's just genetics. Do you believe in magic? Black girls are the illest. I love that natural hair is getting all this love. Ladies embrace a crown, that's a blessing from above. Black men protect our women, continue to keep them safe. That's why we were being slaughtered, they were fighting in our place. They don't need to look at us and see us as a danger. They should see a haven, not a place that would taint her. Promise I love my people, we just need to be treated equal before we turn around and make this poor movie a sequel. Tear up the faulty plates and make a new foundation so we don't shift on the sand, instead we shift in the nation. My ode to black women. This is my ode to black women
This is my ode to black women who've given everything to this world, but in return was made to be a victim. My ode to black women. This is my ode to black women. This is my ode to black women who've given everything to this world. I do my part so I can see us winning. Go MC.
Yeah. We got that, Mr. McKinnon.
Yeah.
That is my joint right now. You know what I'm saying? So definitely, fam. Yo, that is. I've been having that joint on repeat, like Busta Rhymes' new album right now, yo. You know what I mean? So, and I mean that, man. So when I first saw it, I saw your brother post it, and I was like, oh, okay, let's check this out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm like, this look professional. Not to say it's not supposed to, you know what I'm saying? But I'm like, it looked like y'all literally got the video equipment and everything for the video and whatnot, and everything needed, and it looked like you put some serious effort into this video. So,
absolutely.
And if you didn't know any better, man, it looked like a video you probably see on like MTV or if you from New York like us, like, and remember Video Music Box. You know what I'm saying? It seemed like that. So what was the reason for you coming up with the song?
Fantastic question that I can't wait to talk about. So the reason came from in the height of George Floyd. This is Memorial Weekend. This happens,
right?
And there's been several instances that I saw where there was men like us, or I should say kids. You're mishandling and mistreating women. There's a video of a dude throwing a girl in a dumpster. There was a video of this kid. He hits this girl in the face with a skateboard after
I saw that.
Right, after she doesn't entertain his advances. That's kind of like where that line comes from, along with other things I've seen in my life. And then Kev on stage, he's a social media comedian. He's been in commercials, stuff like that too, but he posted a video just talking about the things that were happening, and he was like, it's us. It's like they need protection from us. And I was already mad about those situations because I've always felt strongly about domestic violence anyway. But these things happening in the height of, like, we're already being attacked. Like, the last place that there should be an attack is amongst ourselves, right? and in the house. You know what I'm saying? Like, women are supposed to be protected and loved, and it just boggled my mind. And I've always felt strongly about that. And so when this happened, something just rose up inside of me. It was just like, I can't not create about this, and I hadn't created anything like really significant in a while. So it was just like the perfect storm. And I was just like, somebody has to say something about this, and that's how it came to be. And it was right before I completed it, right before Juneteenth, like the day before. And then my brother had a Juneteenth get together, and I was like, it was just the perfect timing. It was just the perfect timing that all the women in my community, I should say, there, and it was well received. And it was. I saw that video, and I was like, "Yeah, oh, it's something like, is that a new piece?" I'm like, "Okay." Yeah, man. Actually, it's crazy how things happen, man. Because Vince Taylor, he's an organizer in the community. He's usually on the front line when things are happening, and there's the marches and protests and things like that. Mm-hmm. And he asked me if he said he wishes that he could have had me speak or do a piece at one of the marches during that time, and I didn't have anything. And I think that it was just poetic. It's unfortunate. I love the song, but I hate the circumstances that helped create the song. And I think it was just only right that it came about around Juneteenth. When I'm around like love, and we're loving on each other,
right? And
because that's what it was built from. My love for black women, my love for women, my love for just holding them in the space that they deserve to be held,
right?
And from there, I had a vision for the video. I was just like, man, if nothing else, if I didn't do anything else in my life, like if nobody knew me, if there was no Brian Bethea's around, and whatever the case may be, like if you had to know me from one thing, what would it be? And then with this video, I wanted to make it like, if you don't know nothing else about this guy, like, you know that he, you know what I'm saying, he was a believer. He stood for his community. He held women down, and he walked in honor and respect. And I just, if there's nothing else I did, I wanted that to be a part of my legacy, and it was just very important for me to communicate that and to do my first video be about that, right. And just represent well, man, and just represent well, and it be a mirror of my life and what I believe in. And I never want to be a gimmick. I just want to be as authentic as I possibly can and do music that's true to my heart and my soul. Right. And I just wanted that to be conveyed in the video, and you know, I'm glad it came across as well as it did, man. I love it.
I feel that, man. And let me tell you something, man. It was a breath of fresh air, because I know with a lot of rap videos that you see now, it's been like that for a while, where you know, it just seem, well, it doesn't seem, the only real songs that were getting pushed were songs about sex, songs about always sex, and shoot 'em up, bang, bang, bang. Yep. Sex, more sex, drugs, bang, 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 and repeat. And the sisters in the video always were, you know, and I'm sure, I know a lot of us as men don't, you know, don't really mind. Right. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, you know, you do need that balance. And
absolutely,
media, do we give media a lot more power than we should? Yeah, and I want to be careful when I say that, because I am on a podcast. Yeah, but we have to understand that for the masses, you know, I'm just grateful that someone stepped up and was like, look, I'm not afraid to make a song or a video like this, because a lot of people think our sisters are, you know, baby mamas, don't know how to get a husband, you know, always having like 4 or 5 different babies by, you know, 4 or 5 different men or what have you. And, you know, they're forgetting about, you know, some of them, you know, a lot of them are going through drama. A lot of, you know, and again, a lot of sisters are the most, and this is statistically shown. So, you know, they're the most educated demographic right now. Brilliant. And also, they're, if I'm not mistaken, they're the #1 demographic in new entrepreneurs and stuff like that as well. Makes sense. So, do you feel like specifically with hip hop, you know, that the balance was off, and now there seems to be like a bit more of a shift back to more like lyricism and content?
I don't know so much as far as the lyricism and content. To a point, sure, but I mean, you more often than not, you have to search for those things. Right. That's not the things that the media just shows you as like, this is what's popular, this is what's popping. Because I'm not the first person to make a song like this. I mean, granted, it sucks that you might have to go far and few, but I mean, like, Wale does it. He's another influence of mine. Right. One of my favorite MCs. You know, I feel like we share a lot. We have a lot in common, just from subject matter and things like that. But, you know, it exists, but that's not what's promoted. Right. And that's why, like you said, balance is so necessary. Representation is so necessary, because, you know what I'm saying, that all the women that are in the video, most of them, like, they're like, most of them are my family, like my actual family, or like they're women that are married also. It's like, I wanted to also show that it's like women are protected. It sucks that a lot of black women are unprotected or feel unsafe anywhere in the world, let alone in our own like community. But I wanted to show that like, these are real people, these are real marriages, these are real families, and people need to see that, because I only imagine how dark the world must look when you see how you just treated as an object or just at the bottom or whatnot, you know what I mean? And that perspective needed to be shifted. So with hip hop, you know, I hope that with the way that things are going, like Black Girl Magic, for a large part, is like fairly new, quote unquote. Right. You know what I mean? Like, this is in the last like 5 years, maybe. Like Black Boy Joy. Like, these are newer terms, or we may have not. It just wasn't coined the way that it has been now. So I hope that hip hop continues to or rather it takes a larger shift, a sharper turn to showing balance and respect with our women and just the value, you know what I mean, that they should be shown. So that's my hope. I don't know what it all looks like right now, because to be honest with you, I don't keep up with a lot right now, and I don't want to sound cliche with that either. I listen to a lot of reggae. I listen to a lot of old school hip hop. I listen to some new things too, and I have my guilty pleasures like everybody else.
Right.
But as far as like what's popping right now, like I'm on this space of just being true to me. And letting that speak, and the chips will fall where they may. I know that I'm doing my part, like I said at the end of the song. Like, I can't control everything around me, but I know I could do my part. And like also like Pac said, you know, I don't know if I'll change the world, but hopefully I can be the brain. You know, I could be the person that sparked the brain that will change the world. Yeah. So that's my purpose, man.
I hear you, man. I hear you, and you know, I'm glad that you made it, and because this is something that I felt like was definitely needed. And so, you know, I've done my part. I'm telling everybody to share it right now. You know what I mean?
Thank you.
You know, definitely wanted to do that. Make sure that y'all share it. And make sure that y'all, because we need this right now. You know what I'm saying? We definitely need this right now. And we just want to make sure that y'all get out there and also, you know, spread the message. You know what I'm saying? He's on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? He's on Facebook. He's on IG and whatnot, man. So we do know that this is a very important message. And like you said, it is unfortunate. You know, a lot of the hip hop, a lot of different hip hop that, you know, I know that you and I particularly love to listen to. You have to go and search for it. It's not like back in the day where, you know, they would just put it out there for you.
Right.
When the DJs used to have more of the control about what music they played. Now it's more so in the hands of the program director, who, from what I understand, gets the like the music list from like you know, from the higher reps or what have you, and they play the, you know, these songs every 20 or 30 minutes or so.
Right.
You know,
there's a lot. Sorry, I don't keep interrupting you.
No.
But there's a lot that goes into that also, from my understanding, because you got to look at what is it that people consume, really. You know what I mean? A lot of times people don't want to have uncomfortable conversations. Like nobody, like the hard conversations that need to be had, most people don't want to have them. They just like, man, I don't want to think about that right now. And they want to party, they just want to dance, or they want to forget about their life. They want to escape reality. But I mean, like, how much, why would we wouldn't need to escape reality so much if we took time to make reality better. You know what I mean?
I like that. I like that word.
You know what I'm saying? Like, let's try to fix our world around us, and that way we don't have to escape it. We can enjoy it like the way that it was meant to be enjoyed. But you know what I mean? I don't know how much time we got, man. I could talk about this. I could talk about this stuff.
I know, man. Right now, we got this segment because actually right now we about to go to commercial right now. So we're going to come back in just a second.
Yeah.
So, but listen, don't touch that. I keep wanting to say dial. You know what I'm saying? But we on the radio, we on the internet or what have you. Listen, you are listening to Confessions with Brian T. Bethea on WJHM102jams.com. We're right here with Mr. McKinnon. Listen, we'll be right back after these commercial breaks, family. Do not go away. We'll be right back after these commercial breaks, y'all. All right? Stay tuned. We'll be back. Peace.
When I'm driving, I'm listening to Confessions with Brian T. Bethea on 102 Jams.
All you dolls out there, this is me, Sizzle. 2019 flew by and my friend still did not have the body she wanted. Then I discovered a solution. The cosmetic surgery place. Yes, cosmetic surgery. Don't spend another minute miserable. Call 407-636-5000. She did. Now my friend is all of that and then some.
Be one of the next 7 callers to receive your breast surgery. Free with a tummy tuck. Yes, free. Call now at 407-636-5000.
Oak Ridge Gun Range is a family-oriented shooting range that has been in business for over 30 years. They specialize in basic firearm training and offer numerous services such as consignments, gun trades, gunsmithing, and concealed weapon classes. I even got my training for gun safety at Oak Ridge Gun Range. Great customer service, and firearm safety is what they do best. So find out more at oakridgegunrange.com. The Tiberius Show would like to thank Boggy Creek Airboat Adventures for being one of our sponsors. I got to go on an airboat and saw a real gator. I even got to go to the gem mine and mine for some gems. We ate a steak dinner at the restaurant and even got some gator bites. If you want to have a blast with the entire family, I suggest you go to www.bcairboats.com right now. Get your tickets today. The website again is bcairboats.com. Aw, Dad, my computer's slow again and I can't play my games.
Call Your Computer Solutions today and we will scan for viruses and clean that computer up remotely and make it fast again. Our phone number is 407-826-0810.
Thanks, Dad. My computer's fast again. Now I can do my homework. Thanks for calling Your Computer Solutions at 407-826-0810. Mid-State Fire has been providing top-quality fire equipment services for 3 generations to the Central Florida area. Don't wait for an emergency to repair. Call Mid-State Fire today at 407-246-8855. Get your fire extinguishers and emergency lighting for both your home and businesses by visiting www.midstatefire.com. That number again is 407-246-8855. The Type U Show would like to thank one of our dedicated sponsors, Custom Designs Orlando. These guys are on Mills Avenue and do all sorts of stuff, ranging from photo ID badges, engraved signs, custom Braille ADA signs, vinyl lettering, to trophies and awards. They can ship products all over the United States. You can reach them at 407-898-0373.
All right, family, we are back again with Confessions with Brian T. Bethea on WJHM 102jams.com. Of course, we're here with my special guest, Mr. McKinnon. In the last segment, we just played his brand new song, An Ode to Black Woman.
Yeah.
And, definitely, family, he's got a gem on his hands. Like I said, you definitely want to share it. And where were we before the break? You were talking about something. What was that we were just talking about?
We were we were talking about escaping reality. How much people want to escape reality.
Right. And I do. It's hard, and I've gotten that all the time, because I love a lot of different rappers or what have you, and I've had this discussion a lot of times. And like my favorite MC all time is Common.
Dope.
And I had other friends tell me like, yo, I got to be in the mood to listen to Common. I'm like, yo, that's crazy. Like, why? Unless it's songs like like The Light. Or,
yeah.
Something like that, or Come Close or something like that. But when he's got other songs like I used to. I don't want to say I used to love her. Yeah, I was going to say that, but not for this analogy. When he's got songs like The Sixth Sense,
okay,
or or maybe like The Corner or something like that. Then people really have to they feel like they have to get that extra attention span going.
Right. They have to use a different part of their brain.
Yeah. So has anyone ever come up to you like that and asked you like, man, do you have anything a little bit less serious? And so how do you deal with stuff like that?
That's funny. That hasn't happened to me, but I understand it only because, again, people don't want to face like the real a lot of times. They feel like I don't want to think about the serious stuff. I don't want to. A lot of the subjects that somebody like a Common or a Talib or a anybody that's considered, I guess, conscious or woke now, they don't want to think. They want to. The music is supposed to be like they just want their brain to be free and just like whatever feels good,
right?
And that's it. But like anything that's thought provoking or whatnot, like it takes effort to listen to, or it may even make you question like how you think or feel about a certain subject.
Right.
So if it's doing like that's work for people, and if that's work, it's like people don't like work. They just like, I just want to have fun. You know what I mean? Like it's like I want to be in VR all the time. Like I always want it to be sunny. I always want the weather to be 70 degrees. I always want it to be like, it's like pretty girls everywhere I look. And like I don't know, I've always had the best meal, and like like everything is perfect. So people will find, and that just speaks to, again, like what people's everyday lives look like. I feel like because they spend so much time doing things that they don't want to do and that they don't like. So any free time they have is going to be spent, you know, escaping the reality of their life. And because they, more often than not, and taking accountability and ownership, we don't shape our lives so that it can be as close to what we think as perfect. We expect it to happen, and it's never just gonna happen. You know, we have to create that. We have to shape our lives to be that way. But most people don't, and so that's why they need to have all the songs that they don't need to think about. You go to the club and escape and just and be in a space that's not real. You know, so yeah, hasn't happened to me, but I understand it. But it's a lot to do with the human psyche and what we make of our regular lives at home. So yeah.
All right. And what does your wife think about it when she first heard it?
Oh, she loved it. She was I have to laugh because like my wife really is like my biggest cheerleader and probably loudest as well. I love you. Well, like she's recording it and it's just like she's screaming and she loved it, man. And she loved it. And you know, again, I feel like between her and other women, like they don't get that sense of celebration regularly. Right. So I would imagine that it feels good coming from, you know, the man that you spend your days with, spend your days and nights with, and just knowing that it comes from love and, you know, seeing a man do it. You know what I mean? It's not women taking up for women. It's a man taking up for women. And but she loved it, and you know, grateful for her. She's actually a catalyst for even doing the video because I had a vision for the video, but I had my own things that I was basically scared of and didn't want to take that next step for what it would take to do the video. And she reminded me, you know, saying like we had, you know, by the grace of God, we had some funds that we had came into that allowed us to get what we wanted. And she did her thing, and I thought about the video and I hesitated because I felt like with doing the video, like I was just worried about the cost and what would be demanded of me after that. Right. You know, I just put all these expectations that nobody else put on me. Like I put them on myself, and then also, you know, afraid to do what I wanted. I had an issue with things that I want, like being able to even like articulate that. Right. And so I know that I did want to do the video, and then she reminded me, and then from there I was like, you know, I'm not gonna be at peace if I don't do it. And I was like, I need to do it. I'd rather do it and fail and be like, I did my best to do this video and to have this dream come true than to go back and, you know, go back into my escape. Which was, you know, right. Go back into my escape. I'm like, nah, man, this is too important to happen, and I'm so glad that it did. So, you know, big shout out to my wife.
Absolutely, I showed it to my wife as well, and she was like, she really liked that. You know what I'm saying? So, and you know, you know, of course, it's been my pleasure to help share it, and whatnot. You know, definitely. Hopefully, this will. Yo, man, for real, I hope you go viral on this joint.
Hey, man, me too, man. The goal. Like, so going viral would be phenomenal. Right. But the ultimate win, honestly, is changed behavior. Like, I don't want to have to see the things that I saw that made me make the song
in the first place.
You know what I mean? Like, that's just everywhere across the globe, not just in the States. You know what I'm saying? Guyana is my, you know, that's my heritage. I'm Guyanese. You know what I'm saying? I go back, when I go there, the way America plays infomercials about like silly random whatever it is, like they'll show commercials and it's like about domestic violence, like you know, say something, and like I hate that that's so normal right now, and it's not like Guyana's the only place. Like it's normal so many places, and it should not be normal. Like we're supposed to heal and uplift and love each other, you know, into, you know, help to nurture us into our best selves, and we're doing the opposite of that in several ways. So this is just the path that I've taken, and you know, I feel like because it's my purpose, it's a part of my path, and I'm just, with anything that's going on in the world, I want to do what I need to do and do my part. So
all right, well, listen, we got to go ahead and go to commercial break before we come back, but listen, we'll be back with the last segment with Mr. McKinnon on WJHM102jams.com for Confessions with Brian T. Bethea. Don't touch that dial. Don't go away. We'll be right back, family. I promise you. Thank y'all for tuning in. We'll be right back in just a few messages right after these commercial breaks so we can go pay some bills, y'all. All right? We'll be right back. Peace.
Over 40 years, Lighthouse Central Florida has provided education, independent life skills, and job training to thousands of Central Floridians who live with blindness or any degree of vision loss. Whether it's picking out clothes in the morning or just moving around your community and serving Orange, Seminole, and Osceola counties. Contact Lighthouse Central Florida at 407-898-2483 or visit them online at lighthousecfl.org. Aw, Dad, my computer's slow again and I can't play my games.
Call Your Computer Solutions today and we will scan for viruses and clean that computer up remotely and make it fast again. Our phone number is 407-826-0810.
Thanks, Dad. My computer's fast again. Now I can do my homework. Thanks for calling Your Computer Solutions at 407-826-0810. Hi, my name is Tiberius Boy. I work with Your Computer Solutions. If your computer is not working, my dad can fix it. He can fix it on-site or remotely. Just call him at 407-826-0810 and tell him Tiberius sent you. That's me. The phone number again is 407-826-0810.
Hey guys, this is TC1, and when I stay in Orlando, I like to stay at the Quality Suites over on International Drive. They are amazing properties, simple rooms in an all-suite hotel with outdoor pool, a restaurant, plus free Wi-Fi and shuttle. Guys, give them a call at 407-363-0332. They're located at 7400 Canada Ave, Orlando, Florida, 32819.
Peace, family. Again, this is Brian with Confessions with Brian T. Bethea. Don't want y'all to forget, also, I host a weekly open mic called Writer's Block. Who's next? Every Saturday, 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. Every Saturday at TNT Cafe. That's TEAAND TEA Cafe. Address 127 West Fairbanks Avenue in Winter Park. So again, Writer's Block at TNT Cafe, 127 West Fairbanks Avenue in Winter Park. Peace, y'all.
All you dolls out there, this is me, Sizzle. 2019 flew by and my friend still did not have the body she wanted. Then I discovered a solution. The cosmetic surgery place. Yes, cosmetic surgery. Don't spend another minute miserable. Call 407-636-5000. She did. Now my friend is all of that and then some.
Be one of the next 7 callers to receive your breast surgery. Free with a tummy tuck. Yes, free. Call now at 407-636-5000.
This is Aretha Simons. When I'm driving, I'm listening to Confessions with Brian T. Bethea on 102 Jams.
All right, family. And once again, we are back with Confessions with Brian T. Bethea on WJHM 102jams.com. Closing out the show, of course, with my boy, Mr. McKinnon, who just debuted. Again, his song, An Ode to Black Women. Definitely listen to this show over and over again. Then tell your friends about it. Yes. You know what I'm saying? And definitely find the video and his music online right now. They're I'm about to say Lord, I'm like I'm praying. But you know what I'm saying? Y'all get out there and share it right now, because sisters, we know y'all need the inspiration. We know y'all want the inspiration. We got a brother right here that's doing that right now. So go ahead and give him your social media handles, fam.
All right. Well, yes, I'm on Instagram, Facebook, Mr. McKinnon, on Twitter, and I just started a TikTok. Things change with the kids, man. And but on Twitter and TikTok, it's Mr. McKinnon, but it's spelled out MISTER. McKinnon, MCKINNON. So on Facebook, on IG, it's just mr.mckinnon. And on TikTok and Twitter, it's MISTER, MCKINNON. And same with my YouTube, Mr. McKinnon, but just Mr. McKinnon on all platforms. spelled a little bit differently. And yeah, man, we streaming everywhere too. So share the video, Spotify, iTunes, Tidal. You know, we're everywhere, man. And so yes, follow me, share, uplift, have good conversations, and yeah, let's be better, man.
Absolutely. And listen, of course, you can find me, your host, Brian T. Bethea, on Facebook, you know, at Brian T. Bethea Confessions. Once again, Brian T. Bethea Confessions. And my last name is spelled Bethea. You can also follow the podcast Facebook page, which is Confessions with Brian T. Bethea. Also follow me on Instagram at The Phoenix 516. That's ThePhoenix 516 on Instagram and Twitter. And then on my Writer's Block Instagram page is Writer's Block Orlando on Instagram. And, of course, for Twitter, it's Writer's Block WS. Definitely check out my website, ReverbNation.com/Brian, BRIAN T, Bethea, BETHEA. Definitely, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I need more YouTube subscribers.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Me too.
Absolutely. Word.
Me too.
So do that. Also, I'm streaming my EP, my latest poetry EP, which is Re-Rise at the Phoenix. You can find that under Water Walkers with an AS spelled at the end for Walkers. Listen, definitely stream that right now. Thank y'all so much for all of y'all that are streaming that on Station Head, on Spotify, on Google Music, on everywhere else right now. Thank y'all so much for the support, man. I really, really, really appreciate it. Definitely, family, until next time, definitely holler at us again. Remember, WJHM102jams.com. Android app. Download it exactly how I said it. Otherwise, listen on the website. We'll be right back next time, y'all. You know how it is. We'll be back next time with Confessions. All right, y'all. See y'all. Peace.
Are you frustrated with your computer? Tired of waiting for the computer to let you get your work done? Having an IT professional available when you need him can be invaluable to your business. With a Your Computer Solutions monthly service plan, you can enjoy error-free computing and get your tasks done when you want them done. Got a virus or malware warning? Call YCS and let them remotely solve the issue for you. Computer running slow? Give YCS a call and they will remotely fix it. When? Well, right away. On average, our clients are back up and running within 10 minutes of their call. If you want your computer to run smoothly month after month, just get the Your Computer Solutions monthly service plan. Your Computer Solutions is there when you need them. Call us today at 407-826-0810. I repeat, 407-826-0810. Emergency repair when you need it. Call us, 407-826-0810.
Peace, family. Again, this is Brian with Confessions with Brian T. Bethea. Don't want y'all to forget, also, I host a weekly open mic called Writer's Block. Who's next? Every Saturday, 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. Every Saturday at TNT Cafe. That's TEAAND TEA Cafe. Address 127 West Fairbanks Avenue in Winter Park. So again, Writer's Block at TNT Cafe, 127 West Fairbanks Avenue in Winter Park. Peace, y'all.
Are your computers giving you problems? Trash it. We'll show you the speed demon. YCS? You'll say yes. Call us today. Call us tomorrow. Just call us. The number is 407-826-0810. Again, 407-826-0810. Oh yeah, ask for Pierre.
Hey guys, this is TC1, and when I stay in Orlando, I like to stay at the Quality Suites over on International Drive. They are amazing properties, simple rooms in an all-suite hotel with outdoor pool, a restaurant, plus free Wi-Fi and a shuttle. Guys, give them a call at 407-363-0332. They're located at 7400 Canada Ave, Orlando, Florida, 32819.
Aw, Dad, my computer's slow again and I can't play my games.
Call Your Computer Solutions today and we will scan for viruses and clean that computer up remotely and make it fast again. Our phone number is 407-826-0810.
Thanks, Dad. My computer's fast again. Now I can do my homework. Thanks for calling your Computer Solutions at 407-826-0810.
Crabs for you at 300 Henson Avenue, Haines City. Call today at 1-863-440-8991. Come try some fresh seafood, the best seafood in town. Fresh from the dock and delicious, it makes you want to get down. Featuring specially made lobster, snow crab, gator sausage. Call now.